Hello, welcome to this Civil 3D corridor modeling tutorial. My name is Abdul Hamid. This is the third video about Civil 3D automatic cross-section creation. Okay, I will come to this sample lines command. We'll click on it, and then Civil 3D is asking me to select an alignment or press enter key to select from list. So I will press enter button, and then Civil 3D will take me to this only alignment. I will press OK. Then I will make sure that my sample line group is set to this cross section. Okay, and then I will come to this sample line creation method. I will click on this small triangle, and I will use this option by range of station. Okay, so a new dialog box appears. So I will come to this station range, and from station start, no, I don't want to create my sample line from the start of my alignment. In fact, I want to give it a starting station, let's say from here, and then to alignment end I will say no, I don't want to create my sample lines up to the end of the alignment. In fact, I want to give it end station as well. And then we will come to left swath width. I will keep this as 6, and then I will come to right swath width, and I will keep this as 6 as well. And then increment along tangent, I will keep all these values equal to 6, and we'll press the OK button. Okay, so I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 sample lines. That's great. Now I will come to, before creating cross sections, by the way, I need to tell you guys that these steps are just basic steps to create initial cross sections. I have not gone into that step where I'm creating automatic cross sections along with the sheets. These are just some really necessary steps, initial steps that we need to know about if we want to be really good at creating those automatic cross sections. Okay, so I will come to section views, and I will create multiple section view. Okay, once I get this dialog box, then Civil 3D will ask me to select the alignment. I have only one alignment, so I will select it. And then Civil 3D will ask me to select sample line group, and I know that I have only one sample line group by the name of cross sections or X sections. And then I'm not going to talk about these. These are really simple things, and I will just simply go to the next step, because these things, they are extremely easy to understand. This part is really important. Section placement. Now there are two options. One is production, which will use a layout from a template file, and then to place sections on sheets. Okay, we are going to use this method. The other method, it will just place sections in a grid, in model space. You can use this one as well, but our main focus will be on this option. And then group plot style. This is something really important if you want to arrange your section views inside your layout. We are going to talk about this style later on in one of our video, but let us create a template file, because we need a template file to create these multiple cross sections. So I'm gonna cancel it because I need to create this template file. I will come to this drawing, A1 drawing template. I will simply open it. Okay, once it's open, this file has nothing inside the model view. It has only this title block and one viewport probably as well. Viewport is not there, so I'm gonna make a viewport. I will start viewport from here and ending it here. Okay, the viewport is there. Now important thing is that detail over here should match with what we want to show up in our layout. Let me come to my paper space in this model. This is our main model where we have our corridor, and this is the arrangement of the title block and viewport and everything. And with this A1 drawing template file, it has almost the same thing in it as well. So we will be converting. This is a drawing file, it's a DWG file up to now. So I will be changing this drawing file into a template file so that I can use it for creating automatic cross sections. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, first of all, if I click on this, this is just a simple block, but my main focus will be on this viewport. I will come to home and I will click this properties command. Okay, then when I select my viewport, I can see that it's a custom scale value. It has some custom scale value, but what scale do I need for my automatic cross section creation? I know that if I go back to my main model where I have my corridor and everything, I know that my scale for automatic cross section should be 1:75, because in our previous video we made one section view, and then we adjusted that section view in this viewport, and then we said that we want 6 section view of that type arranged in this layout. And also at the end of the video we calculated a standard scale which was 1:75. If I select on it, I can see that this viewport is locked and its scale is 1:75. I need to have that same exact scale in my template file as well. So I need to create a standard scale for this viewport first. How do I do this? I will come to my notepad, and I'm doing this for you guys so that you can understand it easily. What I want a standard scale of 1:75. Okay, this is a scale that I want. I will first of all divide 75 by 1000 to make it what? To make it to change it in meter. 75 divided by 1000 is equal to 0.075. So I will write 0.075. That is my answer. Then I will divide 1 by this 0.075. 1 divided by this 0.075, and my answer will be this. This actually, let me just paste it. This 13.333 is the value of the custom scale, which when we use in our property dialog box will automatically give us a standard scale of 1:75. So I'll copy this guy. I already have copied it to my clipboard. So if I come to my viewport, select it, and then come to properties dialog box, and then come to custom scale and paste that value 13.333 and press enter. I see that standard scale value still has not changed, but one thing is sure, standard scale 1:75 now is being used by this viewport, but it's not showing up here. And even next to standard scale we still see that word custom. Reason is that I have to create this scale name in my model view. That scale name is not there, even though viewport has been set to that 1:75, but I need to create that scale name. So let me go to my model view. Let me come to my scale list, and then I will come to this custom, where I can make a new scales. So I will click on this custom, and first thing that I will do is that there are some feet and inches scales as well, and I don't want to have them. I just only want to have metric scales, so I will just reset it so that it only retains these metric units. Then I will add a new scale, and now I know if I come to my notepad, I know that for my scale has been set in the viewport, and I know that it is 1:75. What does that mean? It means that I will give a name to my scale. I will call it 1:75. Now this this value in our notepad, 1:75, means that 1 unit is equal to 75 mm, or 1 unit is equal to 0.075 meter. Since our drawing is in meter, so one paper unit will be equal to how many drawing units? 0.075, not 75, because my drawing is in meter, so I will have to use the values in meter. Therefore, one paper unit will be equal to this value, 0.075. I have put the value over here. I will click OK and OK, and then I will I don't have to, because I need to go to the viewport now. And when you go to your viewport and you select your viewport, you can see that that new scale that we created, it automatically appeared here, because viewport scale was already set, but we had to give a name to that scale, and we created that name, and now it is we can see it we can see that name 1:75 over here as well. Once that new scale name and has been created and the standard scale has been set, we need to lock the viewport. Once that is done, now final step, I will come to the bottom, and then I will change this viewport type. That is extremely important, and you don't have to forget that step. Viewport type, it's undefined right now. Type of this viewport is undefined, so I will click this and I will say that this is a section viewport. Once that is done, then it is still our DWG file. I need to convert it into a template file, so I will come to this guy and will save as drawing template. Once this is done, then I will come to my folder where I want to save that template file. I will come to this creating corridor basics, and then I will call this template as 1:75 template. Okay, or maybe I can call it 1:75 template. I will save it, and I will if you want to give it a description, you can give, where I will press OK. Once that is done, now you can see that extension has changed from DWG to DWT, which stands for our template file. So, and other thing that I can do is that I will call this as 1:75, and then I will close it. I will save it and I will close it. Okay, once that has been done, just close it. Now I will come to my main model. I will come to the model view, and then I will come to this section view. Now I will create multiple views, and then like we did previously, I will select the only alignment that we have, the sample line group, and I will come to this section, second part. Now I will use a template, this work template file. I will use that template file. Now we have one. I will click on this guy so that I can come to that folder where I have my template. There is my template. I will click on this. I will press OK button, and then there you go. That only layout that was there, 1 equal to 75. I'm going to use that one. And then I'm not going to talk about offset range. I will keep everything default. We will talk about these things late in our later on videos. So just click on create section view, and create your section view somewhere here. Okay, now your cross sections have been created, and in our next video we'll talk about what these color line are and what help they can give us in creating our section views. By the way, section views have been created, but we still, now what I'm gonna do in my next video, that I will play with something called, if I select it and edit group plot style, if I click on it, and then let's say I click somewhere here on the graph, we are going to talk about this style. It is really important style. There are too many things inside it, and you guys need to know about this group plot style. You need to play with these options that we have. Once you know how these options can be used, then you can set your cross sections properly displayed inside this part, which is actually a viewport. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video.